Hello everybody. What day is it? Oh my god, it's Friday, it's the end of the week. I hope we're all good. I've just finished a yoga class, teaching yoga class, and it's just wonderful, how you can make such a massive shift within your own body, within your own mindset, within how you feel, within your sense of groundedness, within just feeling like, okay, I'm okay again. I feel more like myself again in a really, really short class. Now, this isn't really to talk about like yoga practices, but just understanding that we all have these tools within us. So if you are like struggling right now, and not even if you are struggling right now, we all have moments of overwhelm. I had moment of overwhelm just this week, and I was like, we all have it because we're all interacting with life and we are all busy. There's all like lots of things going on. But there's a process by which we can follow that is so simple, and it starts by learning how to quieten the mind. And a lot of people, like if you're in that space of overthinking, overwhelmed, not feeling great, or just struggling with ups and downs, like up and down, rather than being able to kind of navigate through the moods and the emotions a bit more sustainably, there will always be a resistance. So, well, I can't meditate. I'm no good at meditating. I don't have, I can't focus my mind for long enough. We all can to some degree, but we need to find the right tools for ourselves. Not all meditation needs to be really sitting still, closing your eyes. There are many different forms of meditation, but it's also about observing yourself, and this is what we do on the Mind Health program. We go through the simple system of going deeper and deeper into ourselves so that we can unlock the tools that we have. It's like we have the pool of knowledge and all of the answers within ourselves, but we need to go through a process of being able to like get rid of the noise. We need to be able to stop worrying about what other people are thinking. We need to be able to just be happy with where we are, or not necessarily happy with where we are, but just accepting where we are right now so that we can fully embrace, okay, well, that needs to go. I need a little bit more of that. That is not serving me at all. So we can just assess where we are right now. That's why we always start with a process of understanding first, like how to still the mind. What's happening when we're practicing anxiety? What is happening? What's happening in the mind? Like once you understand these things, it's easier to then like control it, to really bring those waves of the crashing mind to a space of stillness. And then it's really about understanding your energy. What does energy have to do with this? Like everything is energy, and what we are ultimately thinking and feeling is what we are giving out, which is also what we are going to be receiving. So if there is a level of chaos in our lives, then there is a level of chaos within ourselves, and it's about understanding that. And if there is a lot of self-doubt going on right now, then there will be lots of kind of, the external world will look very uncertain because we're doubting ourselves. So again, the next layer of this process is about understanding our limiting belief system and actually the rubbish that we speak to ourselves every single day. Like, what are we speaking in our minds to ourselves? What is that internal dialogue all about? Is it like, you've got this, or is it like, oh my god, I could never do what they're doing, I could never do this, or it will be rubbish if I do it, oh my god, like, oh, that happened before, so it's going to happen again. So we need to first understand like where all that's come from, like understand it as something that we can change, and also very easily, but we have to go on that process of understanding how to change it. And then the next level, deeper still, is about looking at your self-image. So if we have a new idea that we want to pursue, we have a new goal, or we just are looking to feel more content and happy, then, we need to start changing the idea of ourself within ourselves first in order to match this new idea, which we've never done before, we've never accomplished. Or let's say happiness feels really hard for us. Happiness is not hard at all, but we probably have some kind of belief system going on at the moment where just everything feels like really difficult. So we need to first accept the idea that also being happy and content and fulfilled is simple. It's really simple. Only we get involved in that process and start mucking it up. But then we need to understand that whatever has brought us within ourselves to this level that we are at right now are a certain set of belief systems, is a certain image of ourselves and who we believe we are, and the action that we're taking. So if we're going to another height, somewhere where we haven't achieved, we want to go for a promotion, we want to bring in more happiness into our life, like whatever it is, we need to start with our self-image. So how we see ourselves, how we really see ourselves, what is it that's holding us back within ourselves. If we have a new idea that we want to pursue, we need to create a new self-image within ourselves before even setting out on that mission. So again, stilling the mind, understanding our energy, and then understanding our limiting belief system and how to rewire that, and then understanding our self-image, what is our new self-image that works in harmony with the vibration of this new goal that we want to set. We need to organize all of that. And then it's about taking aligned action in order to really bring all of those elements together. And that's what we do on the Mind Health program. And, you know, it's always very crystal clear if people are following the structure very, very well, because they will make significant progress and they will really have massive shifts within themselves, and things on the outside world will just start changing and falling into place. But when we dip in, we dip out, we're still working within that same kind of limiting belief system of, oh God, you know, I won't be able to do this. So we're upholding that old self-image of ourselves. That's when the results don't come as quick, because we're still attached to that old self-image of ourselves. We haven't yet reorganized enough of our inner world. You know, so these are just some tips and just some things to think about, because coming out from the yoga class now, you know, it's just a space where it's like, whoa, you feel really reset. You feel really like, oh, okay, everything's back in alignment. And it's getting ourselves in alignment so that we can start to feel more happy. We can start to go after those goals, those next level goals that requires a next level version of ourselves that we haven't yet done, because otherwise we would be there already. And it also requires another set of belief systems that support us, and we really need to get rid of the rubbish in our head that's holding us in this space where we feel stuck. We feel like we're in a loop. And we all have it, if we're upgrading, up leveling in some way, we all have to go through this process. You know, for me to become a dance teacher, you know, I had to start operating in a different way within myself than when I was a dance student. You know, all of a sudden I've got to become not a different person, but I need to become that version of becoming a dance teacher, who can lead, who can care, who can observe, who can, you know, craft things to take people on a journey. Whereas you're not in that mind space when you're a dancer. You know, it's a different requirement. And that's exactly the same with all of our life goals. You know, we have to start stepping into that role, into that next level version of ourselves. And again, that is the process of Mind Health, and it's so powerful. I've seen lots of shifts as well this week through people who are really like pushing themselves forwards from a place of like integrity and alignment. Really, really great. So just some thoughts, like if any of this stuff is new, if you're like, what is self-image? What is limiting beliefs? How will it help me? You know, I feel really stuck right now and I just want to break through this thing that's holding me back. We essentially are holding ourselves back. Like, get in touch with me, because this is such a simple process, and also simple tools to follow to really help move us forwards. And what is so good about this, as Laura, one of my recent clients, said, is that it's such a lovely, nourishing process to go through, because it's all about you. It's all about you. It's like the tools are the tools, but you're applying your own set of circumstances around the tools. So it's lovely what people create with this. It really is. It's amazing. So just a little share, like, do get in touch if you want to learn more about this. Do get in touch if you're just fed up of feeling stuck. Do get in touch if you're like, oh, I just want to change something and I don't know what it is. Like, I just want to feel happier and freer and like more mobile within myself. Like, get in touch, because these tools are just so beautiful. I'm just like reflecting on the class that we've had. And that's from the yoga point of view. You know, this, what I'm talking about is really the mind part. And when they work in combination, we've got to get our bodies moving, we've got to get our energy moving, and then we have to understand the mind. It's like the 3 pillars for success. You know, you need this combination to get moving, to get out of that energy stuckness, and then to also understand the education behind it, like your mind. How do we work with our mind in a much better way? Bob Proctor said an amazing quote the other day, you know, if we used our body to the same capacity that we used our mind, we would just be using our little finger. Like, wow, there's so much more that we can be using in our mind to move us forwards, isn't there? So yeah, do let me know, just a little kind of thought and training for you, just to have a little think around self-image, where we are at with that, what we understand about that, what we don't. And then, yeah, get in touch with me if you want to dig deeper into these things, because they work, they really work. And, you know, we're here to enjoy, we're here to feel happy and expanding, we're here to evolve, we're here to discover those other layers of ourselves that we know, we can feel them, they're there, they're like aching to come out, but for some reason we can't release them. So yeah, get in touch. I would be more than happy to chat with you about these tools. So take care. I wish you a lovely day. And yeah, I was going to say enjoy the sun, but it's not really sunny, is it? But enjoy this nice weather that we've got. Bye bye.